Okay, let's get down to business about this race. What race? What are you talking about? The mayor's race. What else? That's all we've ever been talking about for the past 3 years. The mayor's race. The one that's a circus. The New York City mayor's race. The disastrous mayor's race. The one that people are hell bent on getting Curtis Sliwa to bow out, even though he has no intention of bowing out. He never will bow out, no matter who tries to coerce him, tries to persuade him, tries to bribe him. It just doesn't matter. He's not going to drop out, and nor should he. I am so proud that he sticks it out and he stays in the race. And he's doing his due diligence every single day. He's doing his best, which isn't quite good enough. I mean, Mamdani has won this race 3 months ago. I came on my program, my radio program, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, telling you that nobody stands a chance against Mamdani. Not because I adore Mamdani, not because Mamdani is my choice. This is reality, folks. There is such a groundswell for this guy, Mamdani. I have never seen anything like it before in my entire life, hanging around New York City, hanging around some of the boroughs. There's just a groundswell for this candidate. I'm trying to be nice. And why should Curtis drop out? Why do you think that Curtis should, after all this work, after all he's put into this, after all everybody has put into him, all the money, everything that goes into a mayor's race, why do you think he should drop out? Why do you think that you should be able to tell the man to drop out? Why do you think that he goes on his former radio station, the one where he swears he's never going to work at ever again? I don't believe it. I know he's going to come back sooner or later. He's too indoctrinated of a radio junkie not to come back. And the big man there at WABC is going to take him back with open arms come the time he decides to come back, which is probably going to be a few short months. But why do we think that we should somehow tell this man what he can and what he cannot do? I'll tell you something. You deserve everything you get, New York. You're voting in a grand fashion for this freak. You deserve every single bit of what you get for the years to come. Have a good time riding those free buses. Have a good time riding those free trains. Have a good time going to those cockamamie supermarkets. Have yourself a ball. Have yourself so much fun that you're going to be blinded by glee. You know, you're going to be so immersed in Mamdani's New York, you're never going to want to turn back. Well, somebody's paying for this stuff, and thankfully it's not going to be me. But the mere gall, the utter nerve that you're going to tell Curtis Sliwa, who's a relatively good guy, to bow out. Take a powder, Curtis. You know, remove yourself. Come on. Why do we think that we can control everything? Why do the billionaires think they can control every aspect of our lives? Frankly, I resent the billionaires. I'm not a billionaire, as you know. I'm not even anywhere near that kind of money. And I resent that kind of money to a certain extent. But again, why do they run our lives? Why do they tell us what to do? Why are they coming out in droves trying to bribe Curtis, trying to coerce Curtis, trying to tell him that he should remove himself for the good of New York? Because that's just platitudes, folks. Those are just platitudes. Those are people trying to tell you that they're trying to do it for the good of New York, and for the good of everybody and for the welfare of the city, so on and so forth. And if you buy that, well, I feel sorry for you. It's all about the money, folks. It's all about taking the money out of their pockets. And by the way, those people that are trying to coerce him and try to remove him, they're going to be the people that are going to be the first to move out of New York City as soon as this guy's elected. I don't know. It's just become just a circus. It's become something I don't want to take part in, but here I am on my video talking the same thing as I spoke about to Michael Riedel and other guests. I mean, it's become ridiculous. I mean, this is just a circus, a circus. Hey, we have voting rights in this country. We can vote for whomever we want to vote for. That's what the whole thing is supposed to be about. Freedom of choice. We go to the polls, we vote for the candidate of our choice, and you just let the chips fall where they may. If the wrong guy, the quote unquote wrong guy, emerges victorious, well, that's just too bad. That's too bad for all the constituents of the other candidates. That's too bad. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they used to say. I haven't heard that one in a long time. I thought I'd bring it out of raps. But I mean, come on. And the death threats and the other types of threats and the fact that he's being humiliated because he wants to stay in the race. And the fact that you actually forced him, you forced him to take off his beret, which probably lost him some votes. He had the red beret. He never took it off. You never knew what the top of Curtis's head, unlike mine, the top of Curtis's head ever looked like, because he always had the beret no matter where he went. You forced him. In your infinite wisdom, you said, well, if you take off the beret, Curtis, remove the beret, Curtis, everything's going to be fine. You're going to surge in the polls. That didn't work because he got on the debate podium and he had makeup around here, but no makeup on the head. Did you see that? That the light hit him in such a way that he had he was all made up here and all made up here, but on the neck and everything else. But when he bent down just a little bit to look at his notes, all you saw was a big white dome. Those things matter because we're so shallow. We vote for appearance. We don't vote for issues. We vote for many things. We don't vote for issues. People are shallow. They're devoid of any kind of, I don't know, actual recognizance of any kind of, I don't know, any kind of issues that they originally wanted so badly. They forget the issues. They take everything personally. They vote for personalities. I hearken back to 1960 when Richard Nixon appeared with JFK on television before they had their election. And Richard Nixon actually outperformed John F. Kennedy back in 1960, the year I was born. But the TV cameras said otherwise because Kennedy was younger, tanned, he looked good. Nixon was, he had a sallow face, he was pale, looked like an old man. So, of course, JFK won. All these things matter. They matter more than the issues, is what I'm trying to say. But the fact is, this whole thing was over. It was over. You saw when somebody is in the right place at the right time, when they hit the campaign trail and you see this sudden surge in support, this overwhelming zealotry for what they're doing, you say, well, that candidate cannot be beaten. He's captured lightning in the bottle. He's fate. It's going to be fate that he's going to win. There's no way he can be beaten. You have to accept the fact that this is the year of Zoran, what is it? Zoran Mamdani. Nobody says his name correctly, including myself. I try. I think I have his last name correctly said. Mamdani. That's all I need. I don't need his cockamamie first name. But say hello to your new mayor and understand it's your fault. It's your fault. And they say, why? Hey, the Republican won way back when. Giuliani, Bloomberg. Bloomberg was an independent, actually. He wasn't a Republican, not in the true sense of the word. If he ran as a Republican back in the days, I don't remember that, but he wasn't a Republican. But if you say, well, they won, why can't Curtis win? No one was around. Barely any New Yorkers were around the last time Bloomberg was in office. You have a lot of young bucks out there and young buckettes, and they're all in the bag for Mamdani. So save your strength, save your voice. Don't scream and yell when you get what you deserve. And thank goodness I'm out of there, and I don't have to worry about it firsthand. But leave, my final thought, leave Curtis alone. Leave him alone. Let him go. Let him finish it out. Let him be destroyed by the front runner. Leave him alone. Stop trying to fix the race, because fixing the race from either side of the aisle is not what this is supposed to be about. And it's frankly a disgrace. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do what you can. I appreciate it very, very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.